We're here in beautiful Thailand at the Thanya Pure Resort. We got to talk to some pro swimmers, Olympic swimmers, and other coaches. Let's hear what they had to say. What do you think is the biggest mistake swimmers make that you see over and over?
Biggest mistakes?
Dry land is as much important as swimming. If you're not flexible and if you don't have good mobilities, you won't perform really good in the water.
They don't apply themselves in the water. They look at themselves from one perspective. They don't ask people what they think they're doing wrong. They have a narrow mind, like this narrow mindset, so that they don't know what they're doing wrong exactly. So that they don't have the structure to help them improve. That's why a lot of swimmers can improve nowadays.
Mispractice is biggest mistake.
Like not showing up.
Yeah, not showing up, and if they think it's miss one practice or two practice a week, it's a good idea. No, this is the biggest mistake.
Show up to practice, okay.
I think underwater is so important. More power and distance. My underwater is not good, but I'm trying to focus on more.
Some people actually get the pressure, overthink before, especially before the meet. So you should be always learning from the small meet or even in the practice. So you can put this pressure on you in the practice. And then when you go to the big meet, you should learn from it and you should be more comfortable.
They try to go through their workout without being intentional about every single stroke. They're just mindlessly going through the yards and not getting the benefit. So you want to be intentional and focus on every single stroke that you take.
Especially from actually the head, because the head is really important because it's the center of the body. So if you're moving a lot, you will make a lot of resistance, so that's make you a lot slower. But if you are really straight and just focus on the rotation, it will be a lot faster.
And hardest event in swimming is?
Either 400 IM or 200 fly.
200 fly.
400 IM and 200 fly, of course.
The hardest event's the 200 backstroke long course.
200 fly the shoulders, 400 IM is because that fly after that 100 fly, I can't say which one is the hardest. They both suck pretty much.
I mean, 50 fly is already tough for me, so I can't imagine the 200 fly.
Burns the legs, you're looking up, you can breathe the whole time, and you're just wondering when that wall's gonna come.
So you work with a lot of really good swimmers. What do you think the best swimmers all do to make them swim so fast?
To be honest, the most of the people to keep focusing 100% in the practice.
The best swimmers, they just extremely focused from the beginning of the practice, from the stretching until the end of the day. What's not just mean practice in the pool, it's mean also recovery, food. They're very disciplined.
They've put in the work and they've stayed consistent year over year over year, every single practice.
Follow the coach what he say, follow the interval, follow exactly what the coach say. If you are doing everything fast, everything a lot, that's also not work.
They have the fundamentals down, the streamlines look good, flip turns are good, open turns are good, strokes good. Early vertical forearm, that's the key to all of it.
They always try to beat the teammates. They always try to do a little bit more than others. This is what I think they make you better than others.
And what advice do you have for swimmers trying to get faster?
Try not to compare yourself to other people. Go at your own pace because seeing other people faster can be a demotivating factor. So just don't let it get to you.
Just keep at it. If you don't keep at it, you won't improve. And you have to love what you do. Otherwise, there's no point in it.
Aim for the star and you will reach the moon. Set a goal, not too high. Don't expect too much. You should go step by step, and then before you know it, you would have achieved your goal.
Try to catch the water, efficient strokes. Yeah.
First, you need to manage everything from the speed, from the power, from the mobility, from the stretching. That's because everything go together. You cannot just focus on two things and miss another. So it's everything work together and you get faster and faster.
So pro tips is make sure you get your sleep. What happens outside the pool really affects how you do in the pool as well. So you can only train as hard as you recover. So make sure you're hydrating, getting your sleep. You hear it all the time, but it is critical to be able to swim faster.
If someone wants to swim faster in the 200 freestyle, what advice do you have?
Keep the same pace and work on the third 50.
The third 50, not the first 50 or the fourth 50? Why the third 50?
Because third 50 is you start losing your pace and you need to work more harder.
So what do you think about butterfly specifically? Because you're a butterfly swimmer. So if someone wants to be good at butterfly, what makes a good butterfly?
Actually, the butterfly, you need to be first the technique, especially if you swim 200, if you don't have a good technique. So you will survive for first 100 and the second 100. You cannot keep just power or speed.
How do you swim faster?
2 ways to get faster: decrease drag, increase propulsion. Think about your body line being more streamlined in the water, and then trying to move more water backwards. Make sure you have fun in the sport. Fun equals fast. Don't get too caught up in your head. It's just swimming. So enjoy your time as you do it.
How does someone swim the 400 IM?
My plan when I swim 400 IM, and actually also Alex, he swim really good 400 IM. So normally we do the first 50 from each stroke, more control, more a little bit longer, and the second 50 you need to be all out. That's my plan when I swim 400 IM.
What's your favorite part about swimming?
Just actually meeting new people. That's my favorite part about swimming. It's traveling the world.
I think just the feeling of being in the water, like it's super comfortable to me, and because I started as a child, it's just always what I've done. So I just got really used to that. Getting to travel and especially like being part of a team, it's kind of like family. You train morning and evening with all these people, you see them more than your own family. So I think it just like creates a bond. And
Sure.
When I dive in the water, I just like forget everything. Like I don't have stress. I'm in the moment, like I'm in the present. My mind is just empty and I'm just swimming.
I just liked it like since childhood, so yeah, I really love it.
So swimming's where I can find that flow state, where I can turn off everything else in the world that's going on. I can just focus on one thing and shut it all off. So this is one of the areas where I can focus in and get lost in the stroke.
And my favorite part when they get the goals in a competition, and they get results, it's like what make me be a coach.
Short course or long course?
long course,
Short course,
Do you put your goggles on under or over the cap?
over,
under the cap.
Silicone cap or latex cap?
silicone.
And how many times more dense is water than air?
It's over 800 times more dense than air.
Woo! You heard it, folks. Let's go. What's your favorite part about being a coach?
Just work hard and like yelling on them and screaming.